Happy Tuesday, you guys. There has been a lot on my mind lately, and I want to go down a couple of things here for the collective energy. You know, we're experiencing a lot in this world, but we are all experiencing the same thing. We may not be experiencing the same thing at the same time, but we do have the same experiences. Okay? A lot of these messages and downloads and spirituality that people are giving and doing, if people really sit down and think about the situations that they are talking about, we are talking about each other. We are downplaying each other. We are talking about each other and self when we talk about each other. I know some people are not going to get what I just said. I'm not going to go so deep into or rooted into that. I'm going to stay right with what I just said. So if some people will catch that and some people won't catch it. Now, if you're in business, you got your own business. If you working, you got that job. If you not working, you got other things that you're taking care of. It's a lot that we're doing in certain periods in time of our lives. It's been a time in your life where you didn't have a job. And those thoughts and things that you were thinking during that time, even if you was young, you didn't have a job. You was like, I can't wait to get a job so I can have my own money. I'm sick of this. I want this one. I want this. Your mama want to give you something or buy you something whenever you want to, in that attitude that you had when you didn't have a job. You understand what I'm saying? But then you live your life and then you start working. Now you've been on your job 20 years and you see a person who ain't working and then you talk about that person. Really? And then you will sit there and say, oh, I've grown. Some people just need to learn to grow. But you had to learn to grow, right? You forgot how you was feeling before you got a job. So what would you have said if someone had a job and you didn't have a job and they had a job and you had your little friends who was working, getting money, and you was young-minded at that time in your mind frame, but it's about your feelings and your emotions towards that when you did not have a job. But when you get a job 15, 20 years later, you working on a job for 20 years, oh, that's just sad. And you talking about somebody who has been in your shoes. I'm just a messenger. Some of you ain't gonna understand what I'm saying because you too trapped into the life that you're living now. And then you forget your feelings. See, it ain't even about how you overcame something. The changes that you made, because we all overcoming something. We all making changes to something. The thing here is your emotions towards that thing that you once had but don't have anymore. Some people emotions towards things, like some people lived in the projects all their life and they move out the projects and they get them a big fancy house and they doing good with their life and all that, and guess what they turn around and do? Look down on the people who still in the projects. Why? You know how you was feeling when you was in there. You know what you was doing when you was trying to get out there. Everybody has their own time frame of when they get out of something. And just because they're still in something and you're out of it, don't give you the right to talk about them because they're still in it. Because that could have been you still in it and watching somebody else. Hey, I'm trying to warn somebody here. Never put another person down, no matter what situation they're in. Because if you ain't never been in that situation, the Spirit of God will make sure they put you in one worser. And then you will be you will know exactly how they feel, but you wouldn't be thinking about how those people was feeling when you was feeling how you was feeling towards what their situation was. Oh no, you gonna be trying to feel that feeling of getting out of something, right? Never talk about the next man. Because trust and believe me, you have been in that position before. And if you ain't, the spirit will make sure you in it. I promise you it will happen. Long as you doing it, as long as you gonna sit in the same things that you issuing out. They always say you get what you issue out, right? So if you know you around issuing out negativity towards other people's lives, baby, the spirit is building up that shit for you. You may not believe it because you living good, but I'm trying to tell you here. Whoever this message is for, I don't know. This could be somebody who know they around somebody or know a person in their life that they love doing this or acting this way or being that way. Or it could be you, collective. Our whole intentions of being in this world is looking at what we're being projected with. What we seeing, what we looking at, what we living in. We get adapted to it. Some of us and all of us are adapted to some things that we shouldn't be adapted to right now. Right now in your life is something you need to let the fuck go. But can you let it go? No, because you feel like it's needed because of how you seen that thing being needed in your life. Nobody can buy a home and sit in there without no television, radio, or anything, right? Oh, I need a radio. Oh, I need to get me a TV. Why do you need a radio or TV? The house got its own sound. If you listen to it, I'm just a messenger. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest, baby. I had to talk about that. I had to say that. It's a lot I want to say towards that situation. I'm going to tell you something else. Get a little bit deeper here. We all on the internet. Why? Go deep within yourself and ask yourself, why am I on social media? Write it down. Write an essay on why you on the internet. Write an essay on why you start that business. Write an essay on why you, and the why of why you did it, just know somebody is still in that why you did what you did, trying to do it. I'm just a messenger. We all doing the same thing. We're all waking up, living, looking at the same thing. We all watching all these TV shows and movies and not understanding that it was already made before. Different characters are playing different parts and they done changed the name of the movie to make you think it's a different movie and it got the same form as another movie. If you watch movies, if you watch TV shows, or you be watching, oh, this just like such and such. Oh, that's just, and it is. Different people playing different parts with a different name and a different title to something that's already been played before. I'm just a messenger. We are in repeats. You got people out here thinking, oh, I'm on some new shit. No, the fuck you ain't. You on the same shit somebody else is on. You ain't on no new shit. Your energy and your flesh is on that new thing because it's new for you. But what you doing that you think is new for you ain't new for somebody else. It ain't new. It's new for you because you ain't experienced. It's new for you because you just adapted to it. It's new for you, collective. But even though it's new for you, is it for you though? Huh? Just because something new in your life don't mean it's for you. Oh, I got some new stuff in my... But is that new stuff good for you? I'm just a messenger. Hey, let's just see what the spirit has to say with these numbers and everything for the collective energy, baby. I'm trying to tell you, my mind be on some other stuff. My mind be on some other shit. I seen a girl who was talking about this. She said, how is it that it was nothing? So how did nothing come to something? How were we nothing but we came to something? How was it nothing but we woke up and we know to do this and do that and do this and do it? We gotta be something more than humans, huh? Boy, when that girl said that, I said, baby, she on a whole nother level. And she is. And I'm gonna tell you something else that's gonna fuck you up in your mind right now. You understand? What if, they say everything is backwards, right? Oh, why can't the dark be the best energy and the light is the worst energy? Because if you listen to what I just said, when you wake up in the morning, you start to see things that you need to do, right? You wake up in this world that's made for you. for you to make something of it, right? But when you in the dark, what is the dark? The dark, when you sleeping, right? It's rest, thoughts, dreams, visions, astral projection. It's everything that's free away from something that give you worries and stress and problems. When you wake up in the morning in the light give you problems. The dark sees the shit out. How about that? I'm just going to leave it like that. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest. And whoever can say whatever and believe whatever. And everybody be saying, yo, walk into the light. You got to find a lighter version. You got to get clarity. Hell, if you already in the light, how the fuck you need clarity? Huh? If you in the light, you can already see, can't you? If you in the light, you already aware, right? But when you in the dark, you unaware of shit, ain't you? Oh. You in the dark, you unaware. You need to find your way to the light. The light to see what? The pain, the hurt, the deceiving, the this. You walk in the light to see all the negative shit, but you lay in the dark and get peace from the negative shit. I'm just the messenger. Let me stop. Spirit, come through. Let's get some numbers out here for the collective energy. I always take what resonates for you, honey, and always leave the rest because my mind is like everybody else. Spirit, come through. What is the spirit? Huh? Starting over. Look at that. 101. Your intuition, your new beginnings, your mind frame towards it. Intelligence. Making a difference. Failures. Personal or spiritual development. Which one you in? The personal or the spiritual? Or both? Huh? I'm in a spiritual development, trying to develop my personal development. How can I develop my personal development when I haven't developed my spiritual development, huh? You can't. Your spirit is guiding you to do these things, right? And that starts your personal development. You got to use your mind frame to create what you think about yourself, don't you? You look at yourself when you put on them clothes like, ooh, that don't look right. What told you that? Your flesh didn't. Your mind did. Because your mind seeing it. Your mind seeing it. You in the light seeing it. You seeing that it don't look right on you. But you don't know. Do it feel right? Oh, let's go. People will put on something and it feel good to you. But when you look at yourself, it don't look right. Right? Oh, okay. Spirit, come through. Happiness is the link to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failure is the key. When you fail at something, what you do? Try again. Some people fail and they just fail, and you can look at them and tell they just failing. They ain't looking to learn from that failure. They're going to keep failing until they mind tell them it's time to learn. I'm just a messenger. 0505, unexpected shifts. Because that's what we having around here. Them unexpected shifts that starts us over and over again with something new. Challenges. Pleasant surprises. Gut feeling. Gut feeling. Divine intervention. I'm trying to tell y'all here. It's more. My mind thinks like everybody else's sometimes. But sometimes my mind think about the most important things. Common sense things. Common sense tell you when you open up your eyes, you can see everything. Deceiving, lust, love, happiness, upsetting energy. You can see everything. Bad, good, worse, this, drugs, no drugs, this, that. You can see everything. But when you close your eyes, you resting from all the things that you see. That's a mixture of this world. Spirit, come through. I'm just a messenger. 777, preservance. Change of perspective. Look at that. Ooh, reflection. Ooh, look at that. Reflection, inner strength, wisdom, and enlightenment. What enlightens you? Change of perspective. Think about it. Everything is a reflection. When the moon is out, the moon reflects on all the other lights and anything that's on, even your damn phone. Because when you put your phone on the moon, you don't see the same moon you see when you looking at it, do you? When you looking at the moon and it's in your phone show you a different picture of what you see on the moon or what you see in the sky. You can see something in the sky, but you take a picture, you still can see it, but it ain't the same form of a picture that you seen with your eyes, right? Of course it ain't. You got to look at what your eyes ain't telling you. You can see it, right? But what you feel. See, that's the thing. You can see something, but what do you feel? You can see something that looks beautiful, but what do you feel about it? Your feelings will tell you how you feel about shit that you see in your lifetime. You be looking at your kids, be like, oh, he gonna beat it. Why? What told you that? Because you just seen him do that. But what told you was your feelings, right? Oh, okay. So why don't you use that in your daily life for everything else? When you see something just because it look good, and every time I see something that look good, I don't take no good feeling in it. I don't be like, ooh. I just look at it and be like, that's cool. Because I be trying to feel it instead of fucking seeing it. You got people out here look at something, be saying, oh my God, look at that. That is so. Oh, shit. I see that shit. I be like, oh, motherfucker be thinking I don't see nothing. I be like, yeah, I see it. This is, I be looking, it's my feelings to me. I can look at the moon and it can look so big and pretty and everything. And I look inside the moon. I look deep into it to feel what's going to happen, to feel what's the next phase in life, to feel what it is. And every single time, it is what the fuck I felt. Sometimes it ain't what you see, is what you feel. I'm just a messenger. 666, what's that? Oh, reflect? Yeah, reflect. The reflection. How can you reflect something? When you look in the mirror at yourself, you don't see yourself until you look in that mirror. When you look in that mirror, you looking at what you want to see, right? But that ain't what everybody else sees. You look at that mirror and you look at yourself, you can feel a lot about yourself, right? But nobody else can feel it. Right? Oh, okay. And the only way somebody else can feel what you feel, if you express yourself in a certain way for them to feel it, right? And sometimes you do that and they still don't feel it, do it? Oh, okay. Why don't they feel it? Of course they ain't gonna feel it. It's according to how they feel and what they want to fucking feel, right? Oh, so there we go. You can't control nobody else's feelings but yours. Even if you want your kids to be right, you still can't make them right unless they want to be right, baby. It's their feelings. I don't care if you in charge, the parent, the guardian, or whatever you are. You just here to secure their pathway. You're not here to control your own children. Because you can't even control yourself. Because if you could, and you could control a lot of situations in your life, hell, you wouldn't be stressed. You wouldn't be worried. You wouldn't be wondering why. You wouldn't be trying to do and have and all that shit, would you? You already have it. That's why you got to know I already have what the Spirit of God want me to have. And if the Spirit of God want me to have more, I'm going to see more. Until then, I'm just going to go through my life and expect what I'm expecting, do what I'm doing right now, and keep this situation going the way it is. I'm going to have control over myself in as much as I possibly can, because I can't control nothing else. Some people really think because they are a parent, you control your children. Your children still do what the fuck they want to do, don't they? And when you go into the grocery store, home, or whatever, them kids be outside, they be in the window, they be doing all the shit that you told them not to do. Why would they do that? Knowing that they might get their ass whooped. Knowing that they might get in trouble. But they still do it because you did it when you was little, didn't you? So why would you do that? Why? Oh, your feelings, right? Oh, you saw something. You seen it. It looked good. The kids seen the kids outside. It looked fun. It looked good. So they did and got in trouble. Went off of their feelings. We either advance because of how we feel, or we get disappointed because how we feel. So how do you feel about your life? What do you want to change about your life? All you got to do is tell yourself that you get ready to change, and you want to change, and you finna go get this change, and you finna make moves for this change, and your mind will program that for you, boo, so you can move through whatever it is that your mind told you to. You are a program. That's another story. You are the program. You the system that creates the programs. You're the system that creates programs for these AI digital things and all that, because they need your mind to program those minds. AI acting just like humans, ain't they? Oh, AI turning up just like the humans, ain't they? Where did they get it from? You? Yeah. A program can't do nothing without a system. And you are the system, helping a whole bunch of programs. And they call AI a system. AI is a program. It's not a system. It's a program. You're the system that's helping this program. And it's going to get to the point where you're going to be the program and it's going to be the system. I'm just a messenger coming through for the collective energy. Always take what resonates for you and leave the rest. We got 101, 0505, 777, and 666. The reflection, love, affection, compassion, kindness, attentive, self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. Huh? Because what's coming in your life that's unexpected, you gonna see it. But how do you feel, right? This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and your inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest. I'm just Moon Priestess. I hope this message finds whoever it needs to find right on time, y'all. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.